to the listener, and it's 86. Oh, we've been 86'd. We're done. We're canceled.
Wait, what?
Yeah, 86. That means 86. It's over. We're canceled.
I set a fucking alarm just to wake up and get fired?
Yeah. Most people do.
Yeah.
Someone got fired at work the other day. It was pretty funny.
Yeah?
Yeah. We think he was doing heroin in the bathroom, but that's not why he got fired. So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. 86. I mean, it's been a good run.
All right.
Here's our new theme song. Do 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 do. See, we can't get copyright strike because I wasn't actually playing the music. I was just doing elevator music. So welcome to 86 of us getting canceled. My name is Canceled, and joining with me is Canceled.
Sup?
Or also Scott Perkins.
Yeah, that's me. Should we tell them the secret?
Yeah.
We're not actually canceled.
We might be. I don't know anymore. Apparently, a lot of people are getting canceled today, but I won't talk about that.
Yeah, but we can't get canceled because we're independent.
Yeah, we are independent. We do not rely or have any support from anyone else.
Yeah, no monetary ties to anyone.
It's true.
But
follow
if you
me
want to give us money
on Twitter at The Blade Job Show. My name is Ryan. I think you know that by now with my sexy voice.
Yeah, well, I'm Blade Job Perkins on the Twitters.
At the Twitters.
At the Twitters.
At the Twitters. Let's just get right into it because I don't really have any other weird jokes to make. And that's the way it is. So
I do, and they're all gross.
I like gross jokes. But on Friday night, September of the 27th, 2019, the year of someone's Lord.
Not mine.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
I went to New Japan Pro Wrestling Fighting Spirit Unleashed at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium in Lowell.
That's where Shawn Michaels lost a smile.
Massachusetts. Beautiful Lowell, Massachusetts. And by beautiful, I mean that place is trash. It's disgusting. It's a horrible place.
What? Oh, the not the Monadnock. What's the river right there?
I don't know, but I think there was a dead body in it.
Yeah, it's super gross. It's the Merrimack River that's right next to the Lowell Auditorium. And when my friend used to do all the drugs, he lived under a bridge on the Merrimack River, and they used to fish out of it so they could eat.
Because they were
homeless, and they
were looking for the three-eyed fish, like Blinky from The Simpsons.
From The Simpsons.
Because that's what you're gonna find in that river.
Look what I drew.
It's a picture of Jay White, who's a bag of dicks. We'll get to bag of dicks White later. So, this was a New Japan show. I didn't really 100% know what to expect because obviously what you see
is what you get, motherfucker.
You know, usually, like, obviously, if I'm watching something on New Japan World, it's probably like a big event.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sorry, but I don't have time to watch 18 episodes a week of the G1. Like, I just can't. I can't do it.
There's so many good matches, though.
So, I'll watch, like, Wrestle Kingdom. And I'll watch, like, depending on... I essentially wait for cards that I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'm going to watch that. It was a good show. It was a very good show. I would definitely put it on par with some of the better shows I've been to. In no way would I call it the best, but it was good. And like I said, things are very, you know, obviously things are different there. And we'll kind of get into that. They opened up with a match of two guys I don't even know who they were. Like, I really don't. I'm seeing on my notes that it was Carl Fredericks and Alex Coughlin.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, it was a very standard grapple match, like, back and forth. I mean, it was nothing. The next match was...
Let me stop you real quick.
Yeah.
How was the ring canvas?
It was beautiful. I actually I found the owner, and I attempted to steal it back and bring it to him. But Jay White he stopped me, and then he cried and cried and cried until I gave it back because, you know, he's kind of whiny. It was an original Dave Cole ring canvas though.
That's pretty cool.
It's very beautiful, very well done. We had Lance Archer versus Ren Narita. And now, if you know who Lance Archer is, he's a large man. Ren Narita was not a large man. However, this match was quite entertaining. A lot of kind of high spots from Narita, and then Archer just kind of tossing him around like a rag doll.
Yeah, as Lance Archer does.
Narita countered the chokeslam with a drop kick. So he goes to chokeslam, picks him like 3 feet above his head, and this guy turns it into a drop kick. It was really good. Like, I enjoyed it. But that was pretty much your opening, and then things went crazy for the rest of the night. And that's when I really, really, really got into it. It was a little weird at times. So first TJ Perkins comes out, and I'm like, now little boy's grown up. He's got full sleeves now. What the fuck is under my chair?
Like he continues to not wear a shirt and he just wears sleeves?
No, like tattoos.
Oh, tattoos. I get it.
And he teamed with Clark Connors.
Yeah,
against
who's also Superman.
No, that's Clark Kent. Kent. Mikey Nichols and Juice Robinson.
Yeah?
He is flamboyant.
He's a little bit flamboyant.
I like Juice. I like him more now that he's cut his dreads, because I was not a huge fan of his dreads.
I don't like touching dreadlocks. So if I had to wrestle somebody with dreadlocks, I'd be very sad.
Ew.
Yeah. I don't know. I think dreadlocks are kind of gross.
Yeah.
Especially white dude dreadlocks, because you really got to put in the work there. And by work, I mean, like, just keeping your hair fucking gross.
Gross.
It's gross.
It was
gross.
A good match. More of the entertainment came from Juice Robinson's shenanigans than anything else, which I think is what... I mean, he's a very good wrestler, but his shenanigans are what make him special.
His mic skills are very good.
There were no mics.
Well, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, the mic they had was, here are the people who are in the ring, and then 5 minutes passed, 10 minutes passed, and that was about it. Chase Owens, of Bullet Club fame,
yes,
and Jado of Bullet Club fame faced off against a combined 121 years of experience, the Rock and Roll Express. And that number might be off, but I figure they're both in their 60s probably, so we're talking at least 120 years. It wasn't bad.
Your math doesn't work, but that's okay.
Well, if one of them's 60 and one of them's 61, it's 121.
That's just 121 years of...
No, they started wrestling out of the womb, bro.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, right. They're the Express, so they just got...
They rock and rolled right out of that V and were like, let's go.
Ew.
Yeah. Unless it was a C section.
Oh, yeah. No,
yeah.
That makes sense.
So they wrestled at American Rana this year.
I thought you meant cunt.
No, I didn't. But thank you.
You can ring bell that out or don't. I don't care.
It doesn't matter. They wrestled at Rana this year, and I was kind of super bored watching their match. Like, I was just like, yeah, it's fine. It's kind of a nostalgia kick, but whatever. Who cares? They actually wrestled on Friday. Like, they put on a match instead of just like, hey, we do these same two moves. Like, there were package pile drivers. There were suicide dives by old men. Like, it was entertaining.
Okay, would you rather watch the Rock and Roll Express or PCO?
Rock and Roll Express.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Then we had...
Who else did we had?
Here's ready to butcher some names, boys and girls.
Do you want me to read them?
No. Tomohiro Ishii and the Amazing Red defeated Bushi and Shingo Takagi.
Okay.
That's it. No,
Those names weren't that hard.
No, it really wasn't.
Fucking.
But Bushi's all in capital letters, so you gotta say Bushi.
Yeah, I never understood that.
That's a lot of people do that. Like Kenta, it's Kenta in capitals. Kenta.
So you know they're fucking serious as shit.
You know he's not Hideo Itami.
Yeah, but you have to respect him.
You don't have to.
Yeah. And then he gets super pissed if you don't.
Okay, fine.
I don't think he's like super great.
He was all right, but anyways,
I don't know. People are like, he's like the best wrestler. He's so much better in Japan. It's like, okay.
This match was fun. It wasn't anything like mind blowing to me, but it was really representative of what I think of when I think of a New Japan style match. Like taking, like, because everyone like lately thinks of like, you know, Okada and Omega, like that's a New Japan match. It's like, well, no, that was an Okada and Omega match. That was a very specific thing. It was not like inducive of New Japan, in my opinion. Because I mean, like, when I was watching Japanese, I was watching FMW and New Japan and like All Japan back in the day.
On the cassette tapes?
On the cassette tapes. These were the style matches I was seeing, and I enjoyed it. They were hard hitting, a little bit of high flying, but not really. But a lot of, like, you know, strongman challenges, like, you know, taking the shoulder and stuff like that, and just trying to knock each other down, like almost sumo-esque. It felt like what I remembered Japanese wrestling looking like.
Oh yeah, Japan beat Ireland in the World Cup the other day.
Good.
Yeah.
The World Cup of what?
Rugby.
Good.
It's fucking mind-boggling.
Good. Because the Irish should be ashamed of themselves right now.
Dude, that's fucking nuts. Japan also beat South Africa a few years ago as
I don't know much about South Africa, but I'm assuming since they're all English, they play a lot of rugby.
Well, they're not English. They're South African.
Yeah, but they're all like English colonists. That's why they're all white down there.
That's true.
Know your fucking...
And Dutch. Aren't they Dutch too?
Yeah, they got windmills.
Yeah.
And like horrible slums.
Oh, yeah.
Yoshi Hashi, because there's a dash.
Yoshihashi.
Rocky Romero.
Yep.
And
I've seen him wrestle
and
before.
Goto.
Yep, Hiroki Goto. Boring as fuck.
Defeated Kenta. Jay Bag of Dicks White.
Yep.
And Gato.
Gato.
It's got the line over it. Gato.
That was sexual and weird. The face you just made, man.
Fuck Jay White. It was great to see him. He didn't get pinned, but it was great to see his team lose.
Yeah.
Kenta, his new character, and this is why I was kind of like, just shut up about this. We'll talk about this after. Kenta's character in Japan now is, I don't fucking care. I don't, like, just leave me alone. Like, he has this very, like, nonchalant style now where he'll kick you when you're down, but he won't, like, punt you. He'll just, like, tap you in the face with the heel of his boot. Like, I don't know. It wasn't a bad match. There was a lot of fighting on the outside, but once again, you know, in a New Japan match, the refs are really there to count 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
There's really no sense of disqualification. It's just, hey, stop doing that, please. And they go, fuck off. And the ref goes, you know what? You're right.
You know what? Maybe I will. I'm going to go fuck off.
The only one who doesn't fuck off is Red Shoes.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, he likes to run away and hide and then come back and threaten them and then run away again. And speaking of Red Shoes, the next match was the IWGP Tag Team Championships.
Heavyweight or junior heavyweight?
Heavyweight.
Okay. You got to specify.
And Red Shoes made his triumphant debut in Lowell. And the crowd went nuts. Because Red Shoes is over as fuck.
Yeah. Because he has a thing.
He's got red shoes.
He has a red shoe.
And he likes to start fights with wrestlers and then hide. And for some reason, he always ends up on the top rope. And he's just like, no, hold on. So it was the G.O.D., Mr. Tamatonga, and Tonga Leo.
Loa, but that's okay.
Nope, he's Leo now. Leo Tonga. And they were defending. I couldn't remember the word of defending your titles in my head. Against Show and Yo.
But they're little guys.
They are little guys, but they rallied and they still lost. It was honestly, I'm not a huge GOD fan. Like
they're big guys.
They are, but people are fucking obsessed with them.
They're big guys.
They're good wrestlers.
Yeah.
They're not the best. Like everyone's like they're the best tag team in the world. It's like no, God no.
No.
And not to mention okay, so
they're a very good tag team. I don't want people to think that I don't like them.
Tama's okay, so
they're good.
So Tama is the nephew and the quote unquote son adopted of Meng. And I don't know, maybe take a little bit of Meng's repertoire. Because Meng was really good.
Yeah, Meng.
Yeah, Meng. You remember Meng? Fucking, I remember when Scott Hall used to pretend he was like super Latino.
Yep.
And it was kind of racist because I'm pretty sure he's Italian.
Yeah, probably. Scott Hall's a super Italian name.
I don't know. What's Hall?
Like English, probably.
Fucking British prick. Anyways. It was a good match, though.
It's from that area. Graham, Mags, Matt Willis, help us out here.
Yeah. Well, I probably have a bunch of messages from them at this point. Because we've been talking shit. So,
yeah, but we've been recording it. They won't find out we're talking shit till mad later.
I'm not talking shit about them. We're talking shit on Discord.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a good match. Okay. And
Discord, that service that I get messages like once a week, and then it's like
I figured out how to fix that. Go in there, turn off your notifications, turn them back on, and it fixed it for me.
Oh, okay.
It was a good match, and we're going to get back to that match after we finish the recap. The main event of the evening Tetsuya Naito and Evil and Sanada versus Kota Ibushi, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and never going to try to pronounce his first name, Okada.
Kazuchika?
Yeah, I can't do it. You cannot make nope.
Ka?
Ken.
Fuck off.
Kenta. I just can't. I don't know. I read the word and my brain goes.
Kazuchika.
No, it just fuck. It's Okada. It's Okada. Just call him Okada. No one else's name in Okada. Kazuchika.
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 Great success. Kazakhstan Okada.
I figured we'd get maybe Okada, maybe Tanahashi, maybe Naito. I didn't think that all three of them would be in the same match. Throw in Ibushi, Evil, and Sanada, and I'm just like, what is happening here?
Yeah, dude, throw in Evil and Kota Ibushi. That's cool.
I'm because I saw this a couple days before the show, and I'm just like, this has to be a misprint. They accidentally typed random words in
card subject
katakana, and it just auto corrected it.
That damn autocorrect.
The biggest pop of the night. Can you guess what it was? It involves this match. We're live, so you got to think quick. Biggest pop of the night.
Biggest pop of the night. It was when Kevin Quinn said, "What's up?"
That was pretty cool.
No, it was. It had to be Okada's entrance.
I'm gonna give you partial credit. It was Okada's thighs. People are still freaking out about that. When he went from full length pants back to shorts again.
When he went tiny shorts to pants back to shorts.
Yeah, because he does his whole little shake his hips and then pulls off his skirt, and people lost their fucking shit to see that he's still wearing shorts.
That's cool.
I don't get it, but I understand. I like Okada's over as fuck, and he's maintained, because I always feel like in New Japan still very much follows what wrestling was like during the territory days in the States.
Yep.
Where, like, if you're a babyface, you're a fucking babyface. And you are going to be a babyface for years and years and years. And that is who Okada is right now. Okada is like this super over, just, everyone loves him. There's nothing bad. I mean, even, like, the things I read about him as a person, there's no negativity surrounding him. He loves, like, beating fans and doing shit, and, like, you know, he's just a good guy, it seems.
Yeah,
he's also a really, really good professional wrestler.
Yeah, he's...
It's kind of ridiculous. I have an estimated delivery time of 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for a package.
Nice.
Yeah, that's your update for the day.
Tanahashi
still has the most gorgeous hair in professional wrestling.
Dude, he either has beautiful hair or what the fuck are you doing hair?
It was gorgeous. It was flowing. It was neatly coiffed, even after, I'm assuming, an 18-hour flight or 28-hour flight or whatever the fuck it was.
Well, I'm sure they didn't just fly in that morning.
No, they probably flew from Japan to the New Japan Dojo in California.
Yeah.
They probably trained and met some young lions or whatever, and then made their way over here.
Yes.
That's what I'd assume, at least, because that's where the dojo is. I think it's Southern California.
It's in L.A.
Is it in L.A.?
L.A. I think it's in L.A. I don't know.
Either way,
LA,
it'd be a cool place to visit. I would really love if they would do, like,
Los Angeles is
a bag of dicks.
It's such a fucking overrated city. It really is. Are you smoking a Juul pod?
Shh! Don't let Massachusetts know.
Oh man, you're going to fucking jail, dude.
Fucking jail. Just like this one person on Discord who will remain unnamed that claimed that they had sex in a McDonald's parking lot. No.
I want to smoke a butt inside.
Someday, when we open our own professional studio with all of the money we're raking in, look at this palatial Hollywood estate. I'm just talking about the basement. I'm not talking about...
This is a pretty cool basement.
I love the dope wood paneling. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do.
No,
and that's
it's super cool.
And that's why I block it out for when I'm streaming.
Yeah. I mean, you have a lot of spider webs going on.
Well, it's because Spider-Man left the MCU, but now he's back. So it's cool.
It's a spiderweb infested cheese grater with Jeff Cannonball's blood on it.
I gotta take care of that window. Anyways.
That's a point of egress. If there's a fucking fire, I don't want to be crawling through fucking spiderwebs. Rather go into the fire.
Yeah, all right. This match was pretty much what you expect of just constant chaos.
Yeah. That match just
good
has
wrestling
chaos written all over it.
And like just it was just fun. So first and foremost, I want to say that
Jay White is a bag of dicks.
Jay White is a bag of dicks. Kota Ibushi, just eat him. Doesn't know what to do with the G1 like folder that he gets. He just kept putting in people's faces like, I won the G1. I won the G1.
Here's my manila folder.
Pretty much.
I thought they gave him a briefcase, like a Money in the Bank briefcase.
No, it looked like a fucking, like, when you, like where at the end of a meal, you get that weird little leather book with your receipt in it?
Yeah.
Like that, but like 8x10.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah.
And I have a notepad.
That's what it looked like. I mean, I was far away, so, I wasn't far. It's the Lowell
I gotta
Memorial
get a new
Auditorium.
one of those.
The IWGP Heavyweight Championship, I will always say, is the most gorgeous belt in wrestling right now.
It is.
It is so beautiful. And seeing it in person, even though I was, probably 150 feet away from it, it was still just okay. Like, I was in the same room as widely what I consider one of the most prestigious titles in the history of professional wrestling.
It is, and I'll tell you why it is. Because they don't treat it like it's a fucking joke. Like, that's one major complaint I have with WWE is sometimes their titles, you feel like it's just a fucking, like,
prop.
A kid's toy. Where that belt should feel like the fucking ultimate prize. You know, it really should.
And we hold all of that because that is part of what we're going to talk about today. So hold on to that.
Are we still doing the intro?
Well, no, this is just kind of this is part one, and we're gonna have like
of the intro. Yeah. How many fucking parts of the intro are there?
All right, don't forget powerslam.tv.
Okay, cool. That's number 2.
Use code BladeJob, get a free 30 days. Also, don't forget to follow at DEJ Kirkby on Twitter for like 18 podcasts and at the Matt Attack UK for 40 more.
Yeah.
All right, now let's start the show. So, no, this match was just, I mean, it was fun. It was ridiculous. It was all over the place. It was these 6 guys.
Yeah.
It was just
5 of the 6
Tanahashi
are super
is like,
what,
in his 40s at this point?
Yeah.
And he still moves like he started yesterday. Like, he's just good. He's naturally gifted at what he does, and he's been doing it for 20 years. You know, he's just good.
Yeah.
Okada, I mean, I was telling my buddy, because he's not really a New Japan guy, you know,
yep.
But he said it was one of the best shows he's ever been to, and he's been to a lot of wrestling shows, and he was just like, that was amazing. But I was telling him, he's like, yeah, man, he was really good. I was like, go online, watch Okada versus Omega. And he goes, from where? I'm like, any of them.
Any of them.
Just watch them. And the way I explain it, because you know I don't buy into fucking piece of shit Derv dupe shirter. That's what I'm calling him these days. Derv matzo ball soup.
Oh.
Yeah. And the way I explain it is
Dorf Mortensen.
Yeah, Dorf Mortensen. If you were to rate a match on a 5-star scale, these matches are 7. Like they're actually
yes.
They're actually some of the best professional wrestling matches in the history of professional wrestling.
Yes.
And like the look on his face of just like I don't even know if I should watch these now based on like the heightened expectations. But these are matches that meet those expectations.
Yeah.
They're classic.
It's like Rick and Morty. I didn't want to watch Rick and Morty because everybody hyped it up so much.
Yeah.
But when I finally did, I was like, oh,
I get it.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody said I should watch Dexter. That show fucking sucked. Rick and Morty, on the other hand, is amazing.
Felt the same way with Breaking Bad. Everyone hypes it up.
Still haven't watched it.
I watched the first season and I was like, nope. By the way, TrashCan, you saw that the movie's coming out this month, right? I don't know. Yeah, there's a movie coming out.
Why is your fucking lid on upside down, bud?
Yeah, he got drunk last night. It was fucking weird. Yeah, it's about the kid, Aaron Paul's character. It's about him. So, yeah, that's coming out this month. Enjoy. I know TrashCan's a big fan. I like to just plop him in front of the TV. I just put it on Netflix and, you know, it keeps him occupied, you know.
What are you, raising a child?
No, it's a trash can. He can't fucking do anything else. What do you want me to do? I need to keep him entertained somehow. Just tie a fucking mouse to a string. He's not a fucking cat. God.
Are you tying live mice to strings and playing with your cat?
No, you buy the fucking ones with the catnip at the grocery store. God.
You can pour catnip on a live mouse.
Some Thunderdome shit.
Yeah.
Also get the mouse hyped up on like amphetamines or something so it fights back.
All right. Fuck wrestling. We're now into mice fighting. Mice fighting.
Have you watched Disenchantment?
Oh no, fuck, I haven't watched the new season.
There's a joke.
Don't ruin it.
About elves fighting squirrels. And Bean just says, like, you watch it, you know the squirrel's gonna win, and I'm just waiting for the day where the elf beats the squirrel. And I died forever. I liked the first part. The second part's way funnier.
Okay.
It's really fucking good. It's a little more Futurama-esque. It's a little more
excellent.
Like
I love
standalone
Futurama.
little stories as opposed to like an overarching. There's still an overarching story, but it's I don't know. It's really fucking good. We're almost done.
Yeah, I gotta get in on that.
Fantastic.
After the Patriots game today.
Jerk.
Go Pats, Buffalo Bills.
So to finish off the New Japan thing, it was a good show. I enjoyed it. I really had a lot of fun.
How many yen did you pay to get in?
I don't know what the conversion rate is, but it was about 27 American dollars.
Okay. Was it worth 27 American dollars?
For sure. And technically it cost me like 120 American dollars because I bought 4 tickets, but...
Okay, so 27 per ticket is reasonable. Because that, like, as a poor person, that's what I look for is value. Yeah. I will pay $100 to go to a concert, but that better be a fucking great concert.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
And the thing is, the Lowell Memorial Auditorium is...
It's a nice place.
Yeah, but it's a 2,800 seat arena.
Yep.
It's not big, and literally any seat in the entire place has a perfect view for a wrestling event.
Yes.
Perfect view. We had no issues whatsoever, and the only because when we went to NXT there, I got like kind of whatever tickets because that's what were available, and we sat down. I was like, wow, these are great seats. So when New Japan went on sale, I literally just hit cheapest available.
Yeah.
And took those because I knew they'd be good seats. Because
right.
if you're on the sides, if you're in the back, it doesn't matter where you are.
How much did you pay for NXT tickets?
About the same.
Okay.
It wasn't overly expensive. I think it was like $25-$26.
Okay.
Maybe it was 30.
Because, you know, I have, like I said, I have no problem spending the money as long as I'm getting.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you can spend. Okay, so you can spend $25 to $30 to sit at the Lowell Auditorium to see New Japan or NXT and have a pretty good view, and you know you're going to get a good wrestling show. Or you can spend $27 to sit in the nosebleed at the fucking Garden for a Raw where you're probably going to see a lot of shit that you don't really care about.
Correct.
I want to start going to Raw, SmackDown pay-per-views again, but I'm not willing to spend that money until they up their product again.
Correct.
I am not an anti-WWE person. Honestly, I'm really enjoying them lately. They've kind of picked back up, and the storylines are starting to make a little more sense. They've got Rollins and Bray Wyatt going on. They've got, Becky and Sasha. They've got some really good feuds going on. Fucking Ziggler and Robert Roode are tag champs. Like, it's fucking weird, and I'm enjoying it.
It turns out Dolph Ziggler is a better wrestler than everybody gives him credit for, which I've kind of been saying the whole time.
He always has been. He's always been stuck in these weird situations. Like, I always felt bad for him because he had that really great little faction where it was him, Big E, and AJ Lee.
Yeah.
And it was an awesome little faction. And then Big E kind of took the spotlight and ran with it.
Because Big E is a larger-than-life personality.
Yeah, especially now that they just let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
And he just gyrates his hip and fucks the ring post.
Yeah.
Sexy.
It is.
Yeah. But anyway, so I was thinking about something. We were sitting in New Japan, and there were a couple of moments where I'm kind of looking at certain people in the crowd and just going, do you even know where you are?
Oh, you didn't know?
Down. So, at one point, and actually, I'm not going to say at one point, multiple points during the show, and I'm pretty sure it was the same person, when the refs were being New Japan refs, where they're very lenient and they're easily confused and easily distracted, because that's how Japanese wrestling is. That's part of the show is, hey, ref, look at that. And the ref goes, what are you talking about?
And then the referees act like they've never seen a wrestling match.
Yeah. That's just kind of how it works. The referees are just as much part of the match, like, as a character than the wrestlers are. That's how Japanese wrestling is.
Right.
And this guy honestly kept screaming, like, ref, you suck. Like, because, I mean, part of an American wrestling match, that's kind of part of it. It's like, yo, the ref's not doing his job. Fuck that ref.
Yeah.
But that's not how it works in Japanese wrestling. And I was just like, you don't even know where you are. You just bought this because Twitter probably told you to. And then they said it again to Red Shoes. And everyone in my section went, the fuck did you just say? Like, and it's like, do you not really get it? Have you ever seen a New Japan show? And that led me to thinking, when you watch Wrestle Kingdom, their biggest show, there's 100,000 people there or something like that, 80,000. The Tokyo Dome's fucking big.
It's like 45,000.
Is it really that small?
Yeah.
Because they also spread there's a ton of extra room around ringside and stuff. Anyways, look that up for me.
I'm going to.
So, this is their biggest show. This is their, for lack of a better term, WrestleMania. This is their show of shows. The showcase of the immortals, as it were. And the fans sit there quietly and enjoy the wrestling. They enjoy the sport that they paid to see. They will chant things, they will clap, they will applaud, and they will cheer. But for the most part, they don't chant things every 2 seconds.
Which is nice.
They don't chant for themselves.
Which is wicked nice.
And they're not... There's like, so you watch like a WWE pay-per-view, and even if the crowd is quiet, you have that low roar of people talking to each other. You know, the sound of a crowd. But in Japanese crowds, you don't hear that. Because everyone shuts their fucking mouth and watches the show. Because they paid to be there. So there were also, near us, there was one group who sounded like they were recording a podcast. Because they did not stop talking the entire time.
Wrestle Kingdom 13, 38,162.
Still a respectable crowd.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's just, I'm pretty sure that place fits more. Like, why didn't you look up the Tokyo Dome? Anyways. So they didn't stop talking the entire night. To make it worse, they kept interjecting on conversations that we were having behind them so they could correct us or give us additional information. And I'm like,
yeah, you big dumb bitch.
None of your fucking... Like, I was telling my buddy that, Red Shoes is actually in Fire Pro Wrestling World. That's all I said. Hey, he's so over. He's in, like, the newest Fire Pro Wrestling video game. And this guy turns around and he's like, yeah, and they probably had to pay a bunch of money to have him there. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I did not know I was having a conversation with this random fucking wrestling hipster that was sitting in front of me. And I'm honestly really hoping that it's, like, someone from Twitter. Like, I'm really hoping, because, like, I don't know what half these people look like. It could be someone I've talked to every day. It could be fucking Mags for all I know. Probably not, but...
I think you'd understand... Well,
hey,
I think you'd be able to tell the difference between
talking
Mags
all fucking Cockney or some shit. That probably, like, super offended him right now. I don't know which version of English accent he has. I don't know the difference. Thick. Like fucking Jordan Grace.
She is thick.
She is. She's a beautiful woman.
I agree.
And behind us were my favorite wrestling fans, because I run into these no matter what show I go to. The wrestling fans who want to try to call every move that's about to happen. Oh, Okada's about to hit the Rainmaker. Oh, no, he didn't hit it. Okay. Oh, dropkick. Oh, no, he don't know. Paradise Lock. No, he didn't do it. I hope he does a Paradise Lock. He's doing the Paradise Lock. And I'm just like, holy fucking shit. Like, I get it. You watch a bunch of wrestling. You're really proud that you understand New Japan. You're probably explaining it to your buddy who also watches New Japan, who is just sitting there quietly, once again, enjoying the show. And I think that is something that wrestling fans have a huge misconception of. A quiet crowd is not necessarily a dead crowd. They're a respectful crowd. Because if you're cheering and you're chanting and you're clapping at the times when it needs to be done, like if you're just constantly chanting something. Okay, so traditionally, like back in the day, yeah, we're going old school. Oh, Lance Archer did a 2-rope old school, by the way. It was really cool.
Excellent.
We would chant things.
He's wrestling in Maine at Limitless.
He's also wrestling at Beyond.
Yep, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I think he's wrestling Briggs.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, someone's gonna die.
That's a big man match.
So back in the day, go back to like the late 90s. you didn't chant every 2 seconds. And when you started chanting, it was either because something crazy just happened or you were trying to hype up the wrestlers. And then since you're not chanting 24 hours a day, when you do start chanting, the wrestlers get, hyped up and they heighten the pace of the match because the wrestlers play off the crowd. If you're constantly just making noise, there's no upward momentum of the energy. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's just me, but I just think that we need to okay, guess what? You're not cool if you say sweet after every 2 count. Just letting you know, if you do that, you're not cool. You're annoying, and you're at the wrong promotion. Do it at AEW. Because you know what?
They're not
it
allowed
at least
to
involves
anymore.
them. Like, chant that at the Bucks.
Yep.
I loved the Hall of Fame this year. They started chanting "Too Sweet, Whoop Whoop," and Triple H looks around and then goes, "We never did that, right?" It's, and I get it. Triple H is the kind of guy who kind of rolls with the punches too, because he just loves wrestling.
He's self-aware. He understands, that WWE isn't the only game in town, but certainly the biggest.
I think if anyone in WWE other than the wrestlers is excited about AEW, it's Triple H. Because he's like, this is going to be good. This is going to be fun for us because we're going to have someone to fight against again.
Right, and that...
He was like literally the general of the Monday Night Wars. He fed off of that.
I see, that is one thing that I am looking forward to of Triple H, controlling more and more of WWE, is he understands you can't just sit still. You'll lose fucking fans. And when you lose fans, it's hard to bring them back. But if you keep the fans, the more fans you have, the more fans you can gain. The more fans you lose, the easier it is for people to go away.
Yeah.
But let's stop talking about New Japan and playing your fucking game or whatever you're doing. Season 2 of Beyond Wrestling Uncharted Territory starts on Thursday, right?
See.
It's this Thursday.
This Thursday.
That's pretty cool. And they're back in Worcester at the White Eagle on, what is that, Green Street? Yeah.
One of those streets.
It's Green Street. But yeah, we have Lance Archer against Josh Briggs.
Which is very neat.
That's pretty cool, because they're both big fucking maniacs who should beat the living shit out of each other.
And they will.
Orange Cassidy's going to be there. He's fighting Thomas Santel. I don't know who that is.
Santel is the most overperformer in Beyond right now.
Excellent.
He used to wrestle in WWE.
Yeah.
He was part of a tag team. They won the tag titles once. No, they competed for the tag titles. I'm trying to think. I want to say his name was like Romeo or something, and it was like 2005-ish. They were part of a tag team. His new gimmick is George McFly from Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's
what he comes out to Earth Angel, and he always says after his match that he's gonna go get a cool glass of Ovaltine.
So he's a 50s nerd.
And it's amazing. He's in a tag team with Nick Gage called Nerder Death Kill. And it's amazing.
God damn it. Ooh, Wheeler Yuta against Chris Dickinson.
Yeah, someone gonna die.
Someone gonna die.
It's probably gonna be Wheeler Yuta.
That's a good match, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm big on that. Matt Markowski against Danny Garcia. Cool. Chris Statlander. Nick Gage.
Nick fucking Gage.
Solo Darling. Ooh, Jay Freddy.
I've missed him. He was around a bunch, and then he kind of like...
Is his head too small? Is that what it is?
I don't know about
Is he
that.
like super jacked, and then it makes his head look small? I think that's what we'll go with.
Yeah.
I like Jay Freddy. He's a very good wrestler, and I like when he wrestles Rory Gulak. Because they are both very good wrestlers. Your favorite wrestler of all time, Alex Reynolds, is going to be there.
Frank Reynolds is going to be there?
No.
The Trash Man?
Alex Reynolds.
No. Trash Man. You don't like them. They try to take you away.
No, there is a Trash Man, the Garbage Man.
Yeah, in
Showcase Pro Wrestling. Yeah. Alex Reynolds sucks.
He's like
a diarrhea diaper.
To me.
He's right. He doesn't stand out with his wrestling skills, and his in-ring personality is a wet fart. Like, I don't know. I don't like him. And Brandon Thurston. So that's who's going to be there on episode 1. I love what Beyond is doing with the Uncharted territory. Cheap shows.
It's really great.
They're not overly huge shows, but
they still feel like a Beyond show, just without the, a lot of the times they don't bring in they've created a roster of familiar faces. You see the same people every week or every couple of weeks.
Yep.
And not to, I've seen it on Twitter a bunch of times. Watch Uncharted territory now is like watching NXT of next year.
Yep.
That's pretty much, because you're going to see stars. You're going to see these people become the next NXT guys.
I have a feeling eventually Josh Briggs
for sure
will be in NXT. And it is good to see, it's cool to see, Matt Riddle now fucking destroying people in NXT. It's cool to see Donovan Dijak.
Yeah. Dominic Dijakovic.
That's what it is. Yep.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool to see these guys performing in a fucking Polish American club banquet hall, and then you get to see them at the Barclays Center.
Yeah.
Beating up Chris Hero.
Oh, Chris
or
Hero.
Whatnot. Dude, enough.
I'm waiting for you to finish talking.
It's a conversation, man. No, but yeah, no, I'm excited for season 2, although I think it's on Thursdays, so I can't go. I can go once a month, and I think I'm gonna go on that once a month because we get the last Thursday of the month off of school.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so let's plan on going to episode 4.
You figure that out and you let me know.
No, you let me know.
All right, I'll let you know when you're off from school.
Fair enough. But no, I'm excited that they're coming back. It didn't look like they were coming back to Worcester.
Which is unfortunate because I was really excited about what they had planned. Even though it wasn't here, I liked the concept. I liked the idea of them having their own place.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen, and for reasons that are not my place to talk about, I feel that it is what it is,
Yeah.
Like, shit happens. So now the time of the program, we talk about the biggest professional wrestling on the planet, World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE. Wee! So WWE this Wednesday has the competition for the first time in 20 years?
Yeah, just under 20 years.
Just under 20 years.
Right, 2001?
Yeah, 2001, 2002, around there.
Yeah.
I am excited for WWE, as we kind of alluded to earlier, for having competition, because I know that Triple H at least will thrive off of it, and I'm hoping Vince McMahon will too. I'm hoping that Vince McMahon isn't so set in his stubborn old man ways that he's going to be like, who gives a shit? He is a stubborn
old man.
So WWE starting Monday night on the quote-unquote season premiere, which people need to understand that it is technically the season premiere because that's how television works, and you have to have a yearly rating cycle, and it usually starts in September. So shut up about them making this up. This is actual TV thing. Just because, Raw premieres on Monday, just like Supergirl premieres on Sunday. That's how TV
Enough
works.
with your fucking Supergirl.
Yo.
Bud.
Melissa Benoist is fucking yeah. Anyways, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm thinking about her and her cute little skirt.
Pervert.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So this is all hearsay rumors for the most part, and I can't confirm any of it, and we'll find out on Monday. But the rumor is, starting this Monday, not only are we going to have new commentary teams.
Yep.
With Raw being Vic Joseph, D something.
Snyder.
Yeah. No, the guy from 205. And Jerry Lawler. SmackDown, which is moving to Fox and will now be on Fridays, is going to be Michael Cole and Corey Graves. I don't necessarily agree with removing Renee because I think she was getting better, but I also really like a two-person commentary team.
I love two-person commentary teams, and I'm okay with
as
Renee.
long as they keep her around
They are.
For doing other stuff. I heard she's going to be a correspondent again, but it's going to be a different style of correspondent.
Yeah, it's like WWE backstage, which I think that's where she really
Yeah, and maybe they should have her,
flourishes.
instead of having Michael Cole run out of the commentary booth, do in-ring interviews, have her do them.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. Anyways, NXT is remaining the same for
and
commentary.
she's really pretty.
She is. Dean Ambrose is a lucky man. I don't know about Jon Moxley, though. I wonder if they have, like, a three-way kind of thing going on.
You want to role play? Sure, I'll be Dean Ambrose tonight.
I'm crazy. New theme songs for both Raw and SmackDown. I have not heard them yet, but apparently they've already made their way online. New sets for both Raw and SmackDown, and I'm hoping pay-per-views. So I
doubt it.
I think if you want to have pay-per-views have their own set, don't just use the Raw or SmackDown set. Have them, if you're going to have the same set for every pay-per-view, have it be a different set.
The pay-per-view set.
A pay-per-view set. Or do the smart thing and go back to your old school set design because that shit was awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
And it wasn't like, because everyone's like, oh yeah, but they had to spend all this money to build these sets. It's like, no, half the time it was just different configuration of scaffolding.
Right, you can recycle shit too.
Especially because LED screens are just like 2x2 LED boards that you can configure really in any way you want to.
But I like the props too, like
having the cars or the tanks or the barrels or something.
Right, whatever it is.
Or a helicopter one time.
And I think WCW was better at it.
WCW set design.
Bash at the Beach, the fucking Halloween Havocs, like
yeah. Well, that's what kind of pissed me off about Fyter Fest was AEW tried to pull the Bash at the Beach where they had like an inflatable pool and stuff at the entrance. And it's like, yeah, well, WCW already kind of did this, and they did all the same spots you're doing, and it's really
right. Cody's trying to make it. WCW.
Yeah. Anyways, the biggest rumors. We'll start with the first one, which I think plays second fiddle to the second one. Allegedly, the only superstar to have his entrance in slow motion, Mr. John Morrison, has re-signed.
Yeah, I heard that.
I hope it's true. I'm a big Johnny Nitro fan.
Johnny Nitro, Johnny Impact, Johnny
Foxwoods.
Mundo, Johnny.
He was just Johnny Hennigan for a while too.
John Hennigan, yeah.
Anyways,
he was in Survivor.
He was. The biggest rumor is that starting Monday, the return we have all been waiting for, Pyro. The rumor is Pyro makes its return this week.
Season premiere.
Will shit my pants and then change my pants and then shit them again. Oh yeah, and then on Wednesday, AEW premieres for the first time. Who cares?
A shitload of firecrackers left over from 4th of July. Like, if you just want some of those, you know?
Yeah, you should call WWE and
just be like, listen, I have this super cool D20 Bic lighter and a bunch of firecrackers.
Boom.
And we could fucking... I'll be your pyro guy, WWE. It's not that hard.
It's probably harder than you think, but
It's probably wicked hard, and I don't want to do it because I'm afraid of fire.
yeah. So,
But that's cool.
but genuinely, on Wednesday, something fairly historic is happening when AEW premieres on TNT, and I am very excited about what they have to offer. I am still very weary of it because I think there's a lot of hype, and I think like a lot of people are blinded by their hype.
Blinded by the hype. See, I think that it may not go super smoothly the first time because it is a lot of these guys' first time being on a weekly show.
It's
watched by thousands.
I think they'll hit millions.
Millions? Yeah.
I think that... I'm trying to move my chair. The wheels aren't working. I think that it'll take them a couple of weeks to kind of get their bearings.
Yeah.
And especially because they're all going to be on a very different style of travel than they're used to. I don't know what their plan is for house shows and stuff. Because as of now, they're working one night a week.
Right.
And is that it? Do they work one night and then they go home and that's it? Or are they working one night and, you know, like traveling to do other stuff? Like, because I know that pretty much everyone has said that once TV starts, indie dates are done. I know a couple of people still have other indie dates they need to fulfill, but like...
So we literally get no more MJF.
No, his last match was at Beyond last week. His last indie date.
That sucks.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Janela's done. OC still has matches after TNT starts, but, you know, he's probably just fulfilling contractual obligations. I don't think he knows what a contract is. He just shows up places.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm here.
They gave me some OJ, so I showed up. What's going on, guys?
So.
I'm, like I said, I'm hesitantly optimistic. I want it to be something good. I want it to be something entertaining, and I want it to be something that I can stick with without, and it's like, and I really don't mean any disrespect towards anyone, but the fans need to understand something. They need to understand that, yes, this is new, this is different, it's exciting, but we can't give them free passes for everything. Yes, there will be growing pains for them, but after a while, there's no more excuses. Like, you can't just say, oh, well, you know, it's just because they're new. It's like, well, there has to be a point where you're not new anymore, and it's not like this is their first show.
Right. Most of these people have been wrestling for years and years and years.
And a lot of their top guys, so, you know, Cody, the Bucks, Kenny, Jericho, Moxley, Paige, the Lucha Bros, EYFBO, I just believe it. Anyway, a lot of these people have worked for WWE, New Japan, Ring of Honor, or Impact. They're used to being in front of bigger crowds. They're used to going to TV tapings.
Yeah.
They know how this shit works.
Right.
You have a lot of already experienced wrestlers, but then you've got guys like Sammy Guevara. You've got guys like Joey Janela. You've got guys like MJF who they haven't wrestled for companies.
Yeah.
They've wrestled for promotions.
Yeah.
And things are so, like, there was the whole Nia Rose situation last week or the week before where someone made some shitty transphobic comments towards her. Don't agree with that. Not cool. Like, seriously, leave her the fuck alone. It doesn't matter what she identifies as. It doesn't matter what she's transitioned. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, she's a good pro wrestler. She is a woman. That's what she has come to the conclusion of in her life. She's a woman.
Right.
And that's it. End of story. Shut the fuck up and move on.
Right.
But her response was poking fun at sexual abuse victims, poking fun at incestual situations. Like, her response was just as bad as their shitty comments towards her. And that's why I made that comment last week of, not just that, there was a lot of things. You people, men, women, children, whoever's working for AEW, you are not on the indies anymore. You represent a multi-billion-dollar company, and they will fire you.
Yeah, you think Tony Khan is going to continue to pay somebody who's
having fucking hissy fit fights with people on Twitter? Yep. You know, like, it's happened. Look at what happened to Leo Rush after he went on his tirade. He was gone for months because they were like, "Yeah, you're fucking annoying. Like, go sit at home."
Oh yeah,
apparently he's back in NXT.
I forgot he was even there.
Well, that's the thing, because he fucked up and they made him go away.
Yeah, he's not a good wrestler.
I don't really give a shit about him, but I'm hoping that, you know, because I mean he's in the worst situation because he's like okay in the ring.
Is he though?
He is. People give him more credit than he deserves because he does flippy shit, but he doesn't do flippy shit really that well. But he also has a really terrible character, so it's just like double dose of just I don't fucking care.
It's fucking annoying.
If they revamped his character like 100%, I at least might be acceptable of him on television. But like him just coming out and chanting Lashley every night was fucking annoying, and I didn't care. But anyways, the wrestlers of AEW need to understand that they are no longer independent wrestlers.
Right.
They are contracted wrestlers to a major promotion that probably has, you know, it may not be publicly, but there are investors and there are probably quote unquote shareholders, you know, people who are involved in this company. Because Tony Khan didn't just reach into his bank account and say, you know, here's $1 billion to get this started.
Yeah.
You know, they went out and they found people like Cracker Barrel and shit to invest money.
Yeah. Sponsors.
Yeah, sponsors. You know, and if you know, one of these companies, say there's a company gave them $100 million to get this started, and they're seeing their performers fucking having hissy fits on Twitter, they're gonna pull their money, and Tony Khan's gonna get pissed.
Right.
Because I heard, like I said, I don't actually have any confirmation on this, but when the whole Pharaoh situation happened, where they were fucking shooting pyro next to him, that Tony Khan fucking tore Cody a new asshole, which he should have. Yeah. They literally broadcasted live animal abuse. Like, you know,
dogs don't like fireworks.
Really?
Like,
because you know when
I'm not even really a fucking dog person.
Dogs just don't like loud noises, and we're talking one of the loudest noises you can make.
Yeah.
And Cody's was, well, they weren't supposed to set off the mortars. Don't fucking set off fireworks next to your dog, because the mortar makes a boom. The fireworks make a whiz, a high-pitched whiz. Dogs also don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up, you dumbass bleach blonde piece of shit.
If you want to have
Cody Rhodes is also a bag of dicks.
Spark showers that fucking don't make noise, but like well away from the dog, knock yourself out, kid.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know, the thing with, you know, with that, it's when you watch, you know, what's up next? Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
What's Hell in a Cell? It's Hell in a Cell presented by Snickers or whatever, you know, whatever the case may be. Presented by KFC. If fucking somebody on the AEW roster, they're like, here's all around, you know, our new pay-per-view sponsored by Price Chopper Seltzer.
I like Price Chopper Seltzer.
I know, there's a can right there.
Yeah.
And then Price Chopper Seltzer gets wind that one of your performers is like, Seltzer can eat a bag of dicks, regular soda for life, fuck you, Seltzer. Price Chopper Seltzer might get a little fucking angry about that, and they may say, I don't want this guy on the show. I don't want him being on a show that's bearing my name.
So either he leaves or we take our money.
Right. And it's so much easier to get rid of one person than it is, you know, $100 million or, you know, $1 million for this set design, or, you know, whatever the case may be. It's bigger than you.
You are expendable. From Cody Rhodes to fucking Marco Stunt, you are expendable. There are
if you need like a 5.5 foot tall guy,
There are
fucking
1,000
come
wrestlers out on the indies who can do your shit and who are chomping at the bit to do it and to get paid for it. You can find replacement wrestlers. Finding replacement sponsors is hard.
Right.
Especially with
a company that's not
if sponsor
well established.
A left, sponsor B is going to say, well, why did they leave?
Yep.
And then sponsor B is going to go, oh, WWE does fucking cancer research and they have their own foundations and they do these bully campaigns and they're really good publicity. Let's sponsor them instead.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, sponsorships aren't about a return on investment. They're about good publicity.
Yep.
And that's what it is. And so far, there have been a lot of AEW wrestlers who don't understand that.
Correct.
And that's very worrisome.
Yep.
We'll see on Wednesday. I will be watching live. I will not be live tweeting because it's fucking annoying. No offense to anyone who does that.
Yeah. Actually, I could probably find it on Reddit.
Don't you have...
TNT?
Yeah.
No.
I thought you said you had one of the streaming providers, cable providers.
No.
Oh. Yeah.
I cut that cord, homie. I have an antenna to watch Patriots games.
I just split fucking YouTube TV with a fucking sentient trash can. And an elder sentient trash can. Yeah. We left him on the curb like a year ago. Never found him again, but he still pays. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
yeah. He makes moon pies too. It's very weird.
From Tom Collins.
We get like 1,800 moon pies a month or something.
What?
It's fucking I know, it's crazy. I think the rest of the ones in the fridge are bad now because we ate like so many of them and then we all died of diabetes.
Ugh.
Yeah, pretty much. Those carrot cake or like snickerdoodle ones were fucking delicious though. Anyways, that's our show. I've been great. You've been better. Scott's been here.
I think.
Yeah, you have. You have. And I want to thank everyone. And just to close it out, to all of our friends displaced in the podcast world by today's recent events, we feel for you. We stand in solidarity. Welcome back to being independent. I'm just going to rip off David Starr as long as I can. No one can see me pointing, but I am.
I can. I'm sitting fucking like 2 feet away, you dummy.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Good night, everybody.
Night, guys.
Awesome!
Every Wednesday on the Wrestling Perspectives Network, RJ and Michael Berry Sr. come to play on the Revisionist Booking. They rebook a wrestling pay-per-view from the past and try to make their cards awesome. Follow them on Twitter at RevisionistBook, at Michael Berry Sr., and go over to iTunes, Stitcher, and blogtalkradio.com/Wrestling Perspective Network and subscribe. Head over to whatforapparel.com/revisionistbook and check out their great apparel as well. And as always, you're welcome, and let the Revisionist Revolution begin.